don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the Iron Factory Final Battle Armor City Commander. Now, I've always been a fan of City Commander, and I'm really looking forward to this. Here's the front of the box, side of the box, back, side, top, and bottom. This thing was not sealed when I got it, so I'm not going to lie to y'all, I've already kind of opened it up and just peeked at it. But I haven't really messed with it. I just wanted to take a look at it. So, empty box. Alright, here he is in his plastic clamshell, and this also was not taped. It's been so long since I've had an Iron Factory, I don't remember if that's normal or not, but yeah. So, yeah, see if we can get everything out here. Okie dokie. Yeah, I was going to say, I bet that'll maybe go to a smaller bot? Maybe not. Maybe? Okay, so it's too small to fit in there. Alright. One thing at a time. Why don't we zoom in here on this gun and take a quick little peek at it. It is measuring, let me zoom in here on the gun. It is measuring in at approximately 4.5 inches, and I mean it's kind of girthy too. It's almost 3/4 of an inch. Nice looking weapon. I like the paint. Iron Factory always does pretty good with the paint. It's got a fold down stock there. Place to put it in his hand here. I'm guessing he can hold it. I'm guessing. Let's see. He got big old chunky hands. Yep, slides right into his palm. And that makes a rather intimidating weapon, I would say. Yeah. Alright, so we know we can hold it. Why don't we take a look at this little dude here. He is coming in at approximately 2.5 shoulder to shoulder. He's got these little bits sticking out. But let's do shoulder to shoulder and call it right about, let's just say 1.5 to be safe. Just a little feller. Little bitty feller. How big is he compared to you, Nemesis? He's a shrimp. Ah! Quit that. Ah! Alright, so let's see here. Let's see how close I can get in before it gets blurry. Does he have a mustache? I think he's got a... Maybe he does. I think. Anyway, I kind of like the head. It moves. It's on a ball peg. Maybe? Yeah, it moves a little bit. It was just stiff, up and down a little bit. Arms are ball joints. Anything this small is probably going to be a ball joint. Elbows in and out. Wrists appear fixed. We have a waist swivel. We have a hip crunch. T-jointed ball joints for, you know, the full Chinese splits. Forward and back to there. Knee bend. That's a transformation joint, so you're going to get quite a bit out of it. And then the feet. Up, down. No rocker. Wonder how this guy transforms. Can't be that difficult. I mean, this is going to come up, right? I just don't know what to do with the hands. These are going to... Surely, it's something that simple, where it comes around and comes in. I bet you we have to rotate the waist. And then... Huh. This thing might be more complicated than I figured initially. I mean, Iron Factory's been around for a while, so it's only right that they would have, you know, decent stuff going on here. Huh. I'm going to have to look up how to transform this little thing. That is surprising. Yeah. The legs don't even peg together. Huh. How interesting that is. Alright, I'm going to play with this and figure it out. Additionally, in the box, we got the directions, so yay for directions. I'll figure all this out here in a little bit. Okay. And here we have City Commander, and let's see, these need to go up, and this needs to go up. And I think that's it right out of the box. I'm going to back out just a tinch. Okay, so looks like he's coming in to the top of his pylon here at about 7.5, pretty close to. Shoulder to shoulder, we're looking at about 5.5. Depth-wise, we're going to have to eyeball this. I'm going to say it's right about 2.5. Alright, this thing is nice. Articulation, the head goes up and down, it's on a ball peg. Ball pegs for the arms, they go all the way around. And they come up to there before you start hitting stuff. Bicep rotation. Double jointed elbow gets you a great range there. The wrists, we already saw the fingers to some degree. Ooh. Alright, wrist rotation right here. We've got a base pin, no, those are ball pegs. We got ball pegs in there, and then an individual peg, individual pin for each finger. The thumb is on a ball peg, and it's got 2 points of articulation right there, if you can see. Moving along, waist rotation. We have an ab crunch, but it does disconnect, so that is something to be mindful of. Without disconnecting, you can't see, you get that much. I mean, it is an ab crunch, so let's give it to him. Hip skirts, get out of the way for full Chinese splits. Let's see, do we have front and backs? We got front. And no, the back's solid. So you're going to get that far to the back, ratcheted to the front, so that's what you're going to get there. Basic thigh rotation, knee gets you that far, and the feet have a nice rocker. Do they go forward and back? They go down a little bit. They go not really up. So yeah. That's this guy's articulation. Tell you what, why don't we zoom in here real quick so that you all can see like what I'm looking at as far as paint and whatnot. He has, I don't know if I can zoom in far enough to get the expression on his face. I'm hoping that shows it. He has a scowl. I mean, he is not happy. Look at that. Coming on down, you can see all sorts of paint apps just all over this thing, and he's the better for it. We got paint here, got all sorts of like translucents and pink paints and gray paints, and he's got brass knuckles. I mean, he's got brass knuckles, folks. This is paint. Is that paint? No, I'm sorry. This is flat plastic, flat plastic, flat plastic. We got a little tampo paint. This is paint. Yeah, this is paint, that's paint. All this is paint, that's paint. Some pretty little red details here. Some paint here. This is what he looks like from the back. He's a bit hollow through here, as you all can see, right? But other than that, I think it's okay. And the best of it is, well, really in the front. Yeah, that's this guy's articulation and the paint. Why don't we go ahead and do some size comparisons, and I'll figure out how to transform this guy. I've mostly figured this little guy out. I don't have... I've looked through the directions and everything. I can't seem to find a name for him. So, yeah, whatever you want to call him. This gun here actually pegs into a slot right here, if you all could see that. It just goes in, boom. Now he's got his weapon and it's underslung. So, yes, he can hold that weapon. I'm going to try and transform this guy as best I can. So, bear with me here. Alright, so, first thing we do, we come around to the back here, and we lift this up, and it's quite stiff on my copy, just be aware of the fact. Take your arms, rotate them so that the pin is pointing in and the hand is facing out on both sides, right, like this, and then you just bring them up here like this and slip them underneath and connect them. It is not the strongest connection, just be aware of that. Okay, rotate your waist 180. This is the part that was giving me the most issue with this, and that is there's a couple of hinges here, right, and you have to push it up, push it down all the way like that, and then rotate it forward, and it just kind of rests there. Then you take your foot here, you bring it up and put it right there. Once again, pull this out and up just as far as it'll go, like that. Okay, then rotate it in and rotate your foot up and down, and believe it or not, that's his alt mode. It's not the greatest thing I've ever seen. Rotate those down, but I mean it does function, and it does roll. You can put the rifle in here. It'll sit. How's it sit? Oh, helps me turn it the right way. It'll sit right in there like that. So now you've got a little armed troop transport. Oop, get back here. Yeah. Now, I need to show y'all something else about this. And forgive me while I raise up my camera. Okay, let's bring in this guy. And there's storage for this. What you do is you rotate your wheels. They have to come around and down. You can't go this way with them because they'll bump into something. You have to go down and around to get them kind of like this. Okay? Rotate your waist 180. Make sure these are connected. Open up your legs here. And then, let me see if I remember how to do this. You got to pull this up and rotate it on that hinge so that it looks like this. So if we just pull it up, it's too low. You got to rotate it at that joint and then pull it up so that it looks like this. Okay? Now we bring in Ultra Magnus here, pop this open, pull this down, and you can pull your head down. Open up these two flaps, and there are two ports right here that are going to go into these two pegs, if you can see them. And you just line them up, and it will go in. You've just got to line it up proper, he says. There we go. Well, I had it. There's not a whole lot of room to see, so you're just kind of guessing for the most part where you're. There's one where you're trying to line it up right at. I promise you folks, it will go in. There we go. Okay. Then we just close these little blue pieces back, lift this up and rotate, and as you can see, it should, at least theoretically, go in here like this. Then you can drop your Ultra Magnus head, bring this back in, and if you've done it properly, it'll lock right, well, mine's apparently not in properly, but it'll lock into place right there, and that fills in that gap section that I was complaining about earlier. So yeah, that's not so bad. That's not so bad at all. And apparently, based on what I was seeing in the instructions, let's see, how's this go like this? You can apparently take these off from the sides here. Ah, come on. And you can add these to the gun. I don't think I would ever do this. This is making this weapon very heavy. But yeah, that's something you can do, I guess. Let's see how strong is his ratchet, see if you can hold it. Can it even clip into his hand like this? Well, that's one way of making sure you got room. No, you can't get it on there like that. It won't clear the sides. Well, now we know. There's always a possibility, as I always allude to, that I could be doing this wrong, but honestly, I don't think I am in this instance. But yeah, that's something you can do apparently. Alright, why don't we transform Ultra Magnus next? So let's transform this guy. I have transformed him once. It's not as involved in any way as like an X-Transbots or a Fans Toys, but it does have its moments. I praise them for some of the innovative things that they did, because some of this is really neat. But let's just get into it. There's one thing I want to show you all, and it has to do with the head. To take the head out, you open this little area up here, right? And then pop the shoulder panels. Easier said than done. I have discovered that we do need a spudger in certain places, so just be mindful. Take that down, and then the cab section will come out. Now, this comes off. I didn't know that. It wasn't really explained very well in the directions. The head actually has these tabs right here, hopefully you can see, that go into these slots right here that hopefully you can see. And you can't get the head on without that. So just be mindful of that. The head excuse me, stays in here, comes down. Let's see here. Unpeg the arms, get them out of the way. Take this, rotate it up, and pull this forward. When I got my copy and was trying to transform it, these screws were way too tight. I gave them a half turn and it works pretty well. Take the center of your grill and lift it up so that it's in place. Squeeze the cab together, which I'm making it look a lot harder than it actually is. Squeeze the cab together and it will connect just like that. Now it is loose, but it's not going to do what you want it to do. Oh, sorry, I should have put the head in here first. There you go, just like that. Okay, let's see, how do we pull these out so that they're out like that? I don't remember, I think these go in. I think. We'll figure it out. Go ahead and take off the shoulder cannons. And just pegged in. The arms. Rotate them 180 degrees so that this part is down. Take your elbow and rotate it up, then use that double hinge to bring it all the way down like that. Okay? You know you have it right when you have the black section here and the white section here. And then this is just going to rotate in. Okay? Before we get to that point, it's just easier. Go ahead and rotate your hips. Same thing on this side. Rotate it around and collapse your elbow in like that. Now there's a tab right here that will go into this slot right here, so you just kind of have to maneuver it until you get it lined up and into place, and it will tab together. Okay. Now there's little tabs right here that will go into a slot in here. It does lock the cab into place when you do that, but it's kind of required. Like that. Oh, I forgot. These wheels rotate. So in Ultra Magnus mode, you have the red here. You just rotate them back. I'm sorry, that was something I should have showed. Alright. And then you just push these in for aerodynamics. These bits. Okay, let's work on the legs. Legs are actually fairly simple, but the directions were not very clear. Go ahead and push your toes in. Well, wait, don't do that yet. Break your rocker, right? We need to get the wheels out. These only rotate in one direction. If they won't go, then you've done it in the wrong direction. And then close your feet up, your toes up. See, that one, I'm doing it the wrong direction, it won't go. It's got to rotate clockwise. That comes down. Okay. Now, come here to this side, open these two panels right here, and just rotate the legs up like that. So you've got the wheels out. Yeah, okay. Alright. There we go. Now once we have them like this, we can close these panels back up like that. This I couldn't find in the directions anywhere. rotate this up like this, and open this little connector here, and then rotate this down, and when we're ready, this will connect, that little pin will connect right there. Go ahead and bring your legs together here. We can do that now. Same thing on this side. Pull this up, rotate it down, watch your pin. Oh, and you have little things here under these too, if it matters. Okay. We're almost done, folks. Take your crotch plate and pull it down. Again, that was something I couldn't see in the directions. Our little dude here will actually come in here and set like this. Okay. Open this panel right here on both sides, and there's a tab slot connection here, so just line it up properly and push that in on both sides. Tell you what, we got that one in. I'm going to push this in at the same time, and this is rather unwieldy because you have to have it to where it's pointing in a certain direction, right, to get it into the slot, and then you just push it down. What that does is it forces this to stay in place. Push that down. Okay, let's do this one. And he's lost his gun, but that's okay. Put that one in place. Now we bend this so that it will stay in place. We pull this up, and I'm telling you, if you don't have it in the right configuration, it is not going to stay. There we go. Okay. Oh, this one popped out. There we go, like that. Alright. Now that one came loose. Daggone it. There's a whole lot of that one came loose in this, I've noticed. There we go. I kept wondering if there was something to do with this, but doesn't appear to be. And you can't really move it out of the way because it just gets in the way. So yeah, the hip skirts have to kind of stay there. Look folks, you know my motto, if you see me struggling with it, there's a really good chance you will too. Alright, I got them both in there now. Oh, we need to... I left out a step. Man. Oh, and our little dude fell out. You take your gun here, right, and there are little tabs right here on both sides that will go into holes right here. So you put one in and do most of the work you just did to get the other one in. Alright, they're both in right now. Okay, so we'll rotate that up and reposition these one more time just for kicks and giggles. Ooh, that one's still in. Okay. Well, I say that as I squeezed it and made it come out. There we go. Alright, now we connect these the way that they go. Right, and right, and here he is in his vehicle mode. Let me back it down just a tinch. Okay. You take your weapons here, open this up like this, and these will connect right here. And if your little dude hasn't fallen out, he'll go in here and stay. He's supposed to stay right underneath here, but he's just being persnickety now. You know what? You saw him in there. He does go. It's just a pain in the butt to get him there. Those two little ports there, get that. Alright. And then to lower the gun, we just lower these two flaps. That comes in like that. And here he is. In this mode, he's approximately 7 inches, give or take. With the gun gives him a little bit more, but height mode, without the gun, he's like 2.5. With the gun, he's close to 4 when you put in this part of it. Width, almost 3 inches. So yeah, he's a nice chunky boy. All right, let's. What do you say we go into final thoughts? Final thoughts wise, kind of looks like you're having some problems there, Nemesis. What? All right, Ultra Magnus, hold up. What's going on here? What have you done? You don't have a head, Nemesis. Nah. That's it. This job is too hazardous. I'm leaving. Set you down gently. You better. You forgot your Megatron gun. Okay. Alright, so let's talk about this figure. All in all, I am quite pleased with this. It's big, it's beefy, it's chunky. It meets that criteria that I have for the transformation is complex enough to keep me interested, but simplistic enough to where I can actually do it, unlike, you know, some of the, well, let's be realistic. Some of the X-Transbot stuff is just it's over-engineered. Doesn't have to be that complicated. I know some people are going to just go up in arms over that, but that's my opinion. So, this guy has nice paint where it's applied. He's got good mobility. He has... I can see myself flipping this guy back and forth a couple of times without too much trouble. Yeah, he has storage for Metreon, or whatever the hell the name is, Nucleon. Yeah, I like this guy quite a bit. I like it quite a bit. So it is a strong recommend for me. If he was my first Transformer, I would buy another one. The cost may be slightly prohibitive to some. I think I paid almost $100 for this thing. I'm happy with the purchase. It does seem a bit excessive as far as the amount I paid. Playability's fun. The instructions were not... Let me rephrase that. I was able to transform it with the instructions, but that doesn't necessarily mean the instructions were good. Anyway, I know somebody's going to ask about this, so this is my Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. And this thing has at least, let me raise it up a little bit. This thing has at least 3 or 4 upgrade kits on it. It's got the perfect effect. It's got at least 2 3D printed things on it. I like this look. I loved it when I saw it, and this is very reminiscent of this. So when I saw this, the image I got was, you know, Daddy taking his son to work day.
I'm so happy, Daddy. I'm gonna grow up and be big and strong just like you.
The hell are you doing, Tom? Ah! Workman's comp! Yes, I like this. Buy this. If you want it. If not, then don't. This is Tom. Thanks for watching. See you at the next review.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Vitamin John. Operators are standing by.